it's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river. We are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the former Gator, their rookie quarterback from Florida.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
On the RPO, and right away he lost the football. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Looking to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll set up the throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground. And now, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now as they'll be backed up to start this first drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
They go play action here on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. 2nd and 10.
Azareye'h Thomas on coverage.
They'll drop to throw. That's caught right side by Worthy. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That's good for Dolphins.
Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll drop to throw. That's right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
A loss of 3 yards. And it's 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. From left side, it's complete. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
Paul want to give up the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
First down.
I absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. Throwing quickly to Wilson. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it
Back to throw again. He'll try and do this himself. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
2 straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal. He'll try and do this himself. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. These 2 teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-0. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves them with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Back to throw. He dumps this one off here to Hall. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here. Throw right side, Wilson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Dolphin football. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Will McDonald able to record his 5th sack of the season. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
1st down. A gain of 22 yards. And a Dolphin 1st down.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points.
He'll dive in and he's got it full extension. What a catch. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 15.
Running left, Achane. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Jets' 39-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Gain of 6.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the right side and intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talked about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, the answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy. The Dolphins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll look to throw. And a few other style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Jets will take over. And New York set to take the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds Douglas complete. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They run it with Hall off the option. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Miami's offense set and ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
That one complete to Hill. So nothing doing there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this out to the 25. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. 2nd and 3. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Here's a 2nd and 8.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And this will try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight ends in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Dolphins, 1st down.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now a 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw again. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fights him off. Well, there was a 42, making a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 53 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now loose football. The ball comes out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the Jets are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go again with Hall. Down the left sideline. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a...
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Kenneth Grant picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Under pressure, and they get to him again. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up 3rd down and goal. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. And that'll bring him back within 4. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense, get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Dolphins offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. And he'll find his man on the outside. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he's going to step up and run. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Dolphins' 17-yard line.
Back to throw. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 30-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
At their own 27-yard line.
Hand off to Achane to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Dolphins.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33.
12 yards. And the Dolphins' 1st down.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping that one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Boswell's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And down the middle across the 25 to the 27. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
36-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Again, it's Achane. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 77 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's now second and 10.
Back to throw now on second and 10. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Brian Brzee fought in and got him down. And this offense on third down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is third and 17. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Will McDonald able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. The Jets offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Kenneth Grant able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a gain of 6.
They'll look to throw here. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Brings up second and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. He's going to keep this again. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. I'll give to Hall running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Now back to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Andre Cisco there on the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. 2 yards on the pickup there. And 3rd and 8 now.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know it. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And now here's another interception. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Hall again. And for one of the few times here today, this runs. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Jets, it's a second win now as they move to 2-10 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Miami, this season is beyond South.